Well, it just says so far.
I have a lot of free plants and cuttings to give away.
Oh, yeah, what do you got?
So I have. First of all, number one, I had this cactus that was like as tall as that window, and one day it fell over and broke. So it's beautiful. It's this sort of weird bluish green color. So I chopped it up, I sawed it into lengths, and I planted each chunk in a pot. And supposedly roots will grow, and the tops, you have to make a very clean cut. So, and then pups will grow out of the top. So I'm gonna give away a few of those. So would either of you like one?
Nothing grows at my house. All the animals eat everything.
They wouldn't eat
Virtually
this.
everything. So I am gonna.
They die if they try
Does
to.
it grow outdoors? Or you grow it in?
No, you have to.
It's an indoor plant.
You can put it out in summer.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to take it in.
Yeah, I don't do it all the time.
Anyway,
Not a big fan.
Then I have
Oh, cactus.
several bromeliads, you know, the aerophytes from the rainforest and water, you know, where you put the water in the cup and they have beautiful, a stalk grows out with this gorgeous flower.
Oh, okay. Then I might be interested because.
Yeah, I'll show you
One of those, I mean.
Okay, and I have all kinds of other cuttings. I have coleus, that looks gorgeous.
How about outdoor stuff?
All of this is indoor, but some are outdoor. But you have to bring it in.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, we have very limited plants in the house.
the bromelia likes not direct sun.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Aqua. And
Hi, I can't see, but that's okay. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't have the video
Oh, no.
off. That's really weird. Let's see.
Sure.
Is your video on, Aqua?
Yes,
Oh, can anybody else see? Francine, can you see us?
I can, just for a flash there. I don't know if you touched something. I couldn't, and then I can.
Okay, and who is VR?
I don't know.
I don't either. Okay, well, we've got us.
Doesn't matter, I hear you, that's important.
Give it a try.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
We can hear
yeah,
you.
loud and clear.
It's okay. It will come.
So
So you wanna start?
call the meeting to order.
Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. And we have to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
We have a quorum.
Yeah,
We do,
Three of
because
us here.
yes,
So,
court. Well, there's-
I assume we've all read the minutes. How many vote to approve the minutes?
I approve.
1,
I
2,
approve.
3. Aqua, do you approve it?
Yes, I did, I read it.
Okay,
Okay, so minutes approved. Okay. Okay, what's the first item? on
all right,
the Agenda.
I think let's just do Arbor Day because that's easy and.
Yep.
Yes,
So Arbor Day is coming up the 24th, and we want to plant a tree in honor of Ed Sanders, which he was delighted by. So Michael and I were walking around this building. We do not want to put it on the street this year because of all the doings and potential destruction going on in the next year. So we thought that right where we are, there's this gorgeous copper beech tree outside the window of this new addition to the Camo building. And then all the way at the other end, there's a perfect spot really open for a tree that could become like a specimen tree, because nothing is shading it or bumping into it. And so we would like to put it there if everyone would agree to that.
Okay,
Does
sounds
it-
good.
Is that over by the gazebo?
This way.
Oh,
It's out-
it's
it's
over
Yeah.
out here. We looked it over, there's a half of a tree down. There's a dead tree over there. I mean, the whole corner really needs to be cleaned up first. And I think it would, or it needs to be cleaned up, and I think it would be a really good spot to start again with something new. And clean up the dead stuff that are over in that.
Well, it also, if we plant it on one side, they could still clean it up after it's planted.
Right,
When it's
right,
here.
it'll be,
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, then the other thing is that, I made a reservation for Catskill Native Nursery to deliver whatever we pick out, assuming they have something, that we like. If they don't, we'll go to another nursery like Augustine's or Adams or something. But assuming they do, they will, they said they would deliver and plant it, on April 24th, that is Arbor Day. I believe it's a Friday or
Yep.
something.
What kind of
Okay.
tree was it?
So we're gonna
We
go
don't
see
know
what
yet.
they have, but I was thinking something that would be a nice contrast with all the dark red of the Copper Beech. Could either be like a tulip tree or a some kind of something birch, something with lighter green leaves that would look beautiful with that maroon color, not a dark, heavy red tree. So that was just my thought. We just have to see what they have, but it could be a tree that grows very big because there's a lot of space here, so it could be a real specimen.
and we're gonna be hopefully getting the dead stuff cleaned up, so it'll be.
Yeah.
It'll have even more.
Yeah,
More
perfect.
room to spread.
Will we actually have like a little event when we plant it?
Well, the
Will he be
planting,
here?
we'll have the planting
Will
and
he be
that,
here? Do you know what time that's gonna be or?
we don't know
You
yet.
don't know?
We have to decide that really soon.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be in a week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to consult with Cindy if she's gonna participate in that or not.
Okay,
And
Yeah.
If she's not, I'd like to know that too, so,
okay, so I'll call Cindy or.
yeah,
Vicky or
and
whatever.
we'll try to work with her to schedule.
All right.
In terms of paying for the tree, I would like to make a donation myself for paying for it. So,
I would donate, maybe the whole committee could.
yeah,
chip
I
in.
think for Ed's, being on the committee, so
Yeah,
I think, we shouldn't, I don't think we should call it a memorial tree. I
no,
think we should call it an honor tree.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
so I like that you're chipping in. And
Yeah, I
can
mean,
put
the
in-
town, if we don't have quite enough,
Well-
the town can put in the rest.
I'll put in $100. So if it's a $300, town could put
Is
in-
that about what the tree would
Well,
cost
with the
around?
planting,
Yeah, about
it
300?
might come to.
Okay.
how much would it cost? I didn't hear.
I think with the guys bringing it and planting it, I think it'll be about $300.
I think so, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that, you want donation or how do we pay for it?
Well, I'm gonna donate $100 and, if
I could
anybody else.
donate, I'll donate 50.
Yeah, if
I
anybody,
can donate 50 also.
the town could make up the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. All right. That was easy.
Okay.
Okay, good. So anyone who wishes to come with, well, I have to talk to Cindy, but.
You have to,
I have to talk to Cindy. She may be involved in this or not. I don't know. But I would like to go down to the nursery and help pick the tree. Anyone else who wishes to come is welcome. Or you don't have to, it's whatever you want.
I'd like to come.
Okay, great. So what else about it?
And it'll be also contingent on when they can come and
Yeah.
actually,
So it may not happen on,
If they
right
come
on
dig-
Arbor Day. then?
No,
No,
they
we haven't.
will.
Okay.
if they come and dig the hole in the morning, then we could have it in early afternoon or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they could just leave the tree and the way they did down
Yep.
by there, by the side of the hole, and we shove it in and.
And you're gonna
Yeah.
get in touch with them to tell them to come.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Also, we should publicize it somehow,
Quarter here, so
okay,
You
perfect.
put it on the town.
We wanna,
website.
yeah,
April
the
24th.
Arbor Day
24th.
tree planting ceremony.
Yeah, we're just not sure what time yet.
Let's just make up a time, why don't we say 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock sounds perfect,
Yeah,
because Miriam sleeps late, so.
what day is it? What day is that?
Friday.
Friday the 24th at 2 p.m.
Okay,
In honor of Ed Sanders.
Yay.
okay. That's nice.
Hey, Harley.
Where's it?
That's nice. That's
Right
nice.
here.
We're looking at down to that corner.
Okay.
So it would be the southeast corner of
Yeah.
the property.
Yeah,
There are
Give
some-
it enough space.
there's
Oh,
plenty of
yeah.
space. And
It's a big tree.
there,
It
I
can
think-
grow to be gigantic. I love them.
as big a tree, you could put a sycamore, it has enough space for a tree like that, that's a nice tree.
Southeast
That
corner
would be a
of,
cool tree to
what do
put
you,
there.
but what do you call this lot? Is there
this is
a specific
the annex. This is
southeast
the
corner of the annex?
Annex.
Lawn, yeah. And it won't shade any pollinator gardens,
Nope.
nothing bad, yeah.
Nothing,
away from-
nothing will touch the pollinator.
Oh,
gardens.
gosh, please.
Please.
We're gonna chip them.
We're all looking
Um,
forward to the pollinator.
we are.
garden.
Okay, so the next item is, what's the next item? All right, let's talk about Earth Week. Day, or whatever it is, and that is the 19th. Which is what day?
Sunday.
Sunday,
For the tree
is
committee.
that this coming Sunday?
Yes,
Yeah,
2 o'clock,
2 o'clock,
community center. And Cindy will be leading a discussion and a tour of significant street trees in the hamlet, which will include the blight resistant elm. We'll take a look at some really big catalpas on the town property. She'll help us identify that massive tree next to the colony, which is a landmark in town. And then we'll get into the village and hopefully we'll get to this. We can talk a little bit of what might be in danger of the DOT project and what.
yeah.
And she'll talk about the trees on the green, that she had a lot to do with planting.
yeah.
So there's gonna be a talk first,
Well, it's gonna be a guided tour and
and
talk.
then talk, so it'll start out in the community center?
Yeah,
and
we're
then-
gonna
It's
meet-
not gonna be a specific talk inside or
Right.
anything,
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna-
gonna be
we're gonna
as we
meet-
go along.
Meet at the community center and then
Okay, so meet.
be like a
How
guide-
do you, how
guided
would you publish it? How are you publishing it?
Yeah, it's in the website.
It's all up.
Everything is listed, all the events. I don't have the website handy.
You've got handouts, you've got cards. It's
Yeah.
in the paper.
Also, if you wanna put it on Facebook or Instagram, that would be great. Do you
I've
think
got
that,
I've got the tree committee Facebook page. I'm
Oh,
definitely.
yeah, you can.
I'll put it on
there.
next door, what's
Next door, it's a good thing to do also.
yeah,
Everyone's
so we can
cards.
both put it. You wanna do,
Okay. If you guys just send me the name of the person who is talking something about, not just I need to write down what it is. I can put,
Muro, Cindy Muro. She's
Cindy?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad she's gonna do it.
She's gonna
Great.
talk about it.
I know,
Maybe
me
she'll
too.
come back. All right. Okay, so this is a talk and you're identifying any specific trees or just? different trees?
Significant street trees.
Significant. okay.
Significant street tree, nice. Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
Okay, and then let's see, the next thing on the agenda is the DOT project.
DOT project. All right, I went and counted the trees. I walked to Bearsville and back with 2 hand counters. And I counted 164 mature trees that are over 8 inches in diameter and conform with our current town tree law that would be either cut down, removed, or damaged, root damage. And then I counted 23 trees, and that was, by the way, that was from Schoonmaker to Bearsville Bridge, on the south side. This is where the bike path plan is, as far as I know. I don't think it's been changed yet. And I counted the trees on the south side of Tinker where the second sidewalk is going to be put in, and that total was 23 trees will be lost. So I added in the 12 trees that the tree committee has planted at the Unitarian Church and out of the what's it called, Overlook Square or whatever they're called. And we have, I believe we have a total of 12.
And the bakery.
Where's the
And the bakery.
Where's the Unitarian Church?
I'm sorry, it's the
The Overlook Church.
the
Yeah.
Overlook.
Oh,
Church.
Methodist.
okay, I'm saying,
Methodist.
So all of these numbers are gonna be in the minutes.
Yes, so it's
Yeah.
164, 23, and 12. It
Okay.
comes to 199. And those numbers were,
you're one short.
they were submitted, well, I may have missed them.
I'm just kidding.
I submitted those numbers to Anula and also to Susan and Arlene and Ken. I gotta get you on my email list.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because I didn't. But
He's on our list for our meetings and stuff.
okay,
he's on
I've been sending stuff to Arlene and to Susan. And
Oh,
to Ken, so I got.
Okay.
And I talked to the other fellow, I ran into the other fellow on the street.
The other fellow.
The other fellow on the environmental. commission.
Evan?
Evan,
Evan,
yeah.
that's Rebecca's.
Yeah. I had
So
asked on.
let me just clarify this, because so it's from Schoonmaker Lane to
Yeah.
the Bears, so is that coming into town? Or?
That's the 20-foot wide swath that they want to take on the south side of Tinker Street,
20-foot.
all the way to Bearsville, okay?
Okay.
Now, it's very complicated. There's a stream there on the south side.
Can do about that.
Runs, I don't know, but I counted those trees anyway. Now I walked back on the north side and where I'm at in terms of what I think is feasible with this whole project is that, and I've done a lot of research on it, as you all know. I believe that there's enough room for a 4-foot shoulder on each side of the road, or the travel lanes, as they call it.
Yeah,
That 4-foot shoulder on each side can double as a bike path. And in fact, DOT in rural areas recommends this. And I have it in writing. I can give it to you at the reporting desk if you want it. What I think is being proposed for the path to Bearsville is not going to fit a rural area. It's more of an urban plan.
oh, can you submit that to be part of the minutes?
I will.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're saying is the DOT has recommended?
They recommend on a statewide basis in
Okay.
rural areas that the shoulders be used to double as the bike lane. They have enough room on each side of the current travel lanes to have a bike going one way and a bike going the other way. They won't ever run into pedestrians. Hopefully not, anyway. I walked back on the north side and there is plenty of room on the north side, on the other side of the poles, to put a 5-foot wide ADA compliant walking path. And I don't believe that the poles have to be moved. There are no significant trees that would have to be removed. There's a lot of forsythia that people have planted to screen from the highway that would have to be either relocated or replaced. But
That's an invasive
but I'm just saying that I plan to bring this Wednesday. We're having a meeting scheduled. It's scheduled for a newest office with Complete Streets and with DOT. I'm hoping that I'll be given time to present it, and
So it's with the Complete Streets too, DOT, Complete Streets,
Yeah.
and
a new one. I believe there's
Someone from the DOT is coming?
they're gonna be on Zoom. I believe we're going out after the meeting and walking to Bearsville. I
and
think
that's
the
Thursday.
plan.
Oh,
It's Thursdays. day.
So unless it's pouring rain.
Just a quick question. Does the 5-foot walking path that's separate from the 4-foot shoulder?
Yeah, it's be on the other side.
Cool.
It would just be like it wouldn't be a sidewalk, it would be a paved walking path,
you mean like black?
like blacktop.
Mhm.
So
But is it adjacent to the street or it's in the property line?
that path would be just on the other side of the existing telephone poles. And if you notice, and cause you live on the north side,
Yeah,
you notice that there is a row of telephone poles all the way
yeah,
to the corridor. And that on the just north of those poles, all the way down, it's cleared. And it's cleared of trees and it's cleared of brush and everything. So I believe that there would be room to plant a number of smaller, lower growing trees in between the poles. But that would be, something we'd have to discuss.
That's where the pedestrian,
That would be where people could walk or,
how wide would that be?
well, ADA is 5 feet.
Okay.
are they going to share it so that the parking and the pedestrian walk and the bicycle share the 4 feet?
What we learned at the
Oh, so this is
meeting,
just-
at the big DOT Complete Streets meeting, what we learned was very interesting. We were told, because the question was raised, won't the bikes have a safety issue with pedestrians when they are?
Right,
And we were told that most of the bikes are going to go in the road anyway. So what I'm proposing is that we take DOT's suggested, share the shoulder for the bikes. They're not in the travel lane, but they're in the shoulder, and they are not commingling with pedestrians. Pedestrians would have their own separate walking path. It would be paved. It would not.
so
be
the pedestrian will be not adjacent to the street. They will be inside
It would
the
be on
property.
poles, yes. on the
So
other
the
side.
poles separate the bike path, the shoulder from the pedestrian.
Yes,
path.
yes.
But how far, so then if it's on the side where the poles are?
Yeah.
How far in 5 feet, you said? Is that still gonna have to be eminent domain on that side?
That's a question I can't answer.
Okay.
But I will
Just
say
wondering.
this, that there are only 4 intersections on the north side where the bikes and pedestrians would interact with side streets. There's only 4. On the south side where they want to put this thing, there are 6. And there are more driveways.
Oh,
So-
you're counting the driveways?
Well, just the side streets, there are 2 additional side streets. There are more driveways, there's more commercial property. Now, the north side also has the benefit of a significant portion is owned by the town. that's the property in front of the fire department and the property in front of the EMT building, okay? It's actually a pretty long
Right.
stretch.
Right,
It's
it is.
owned by the town.
Yeah,
And then it goes right into a stretch that is owned by the Woodstock Land Conservancy of all people. And so there's a big chunk that, you know, they're supporting this project. You know, there's a big chunk that's town-owned property. I'm not sure if the post office owns their frontage on 212, but that would be another.
Isn't there some point at which the poles switch sides of the street? I remember that.
Once they get down, past the post office, remember there are trees in front of the sled hill.
Yeah,
There's no poles. And then they kind of start them up.
because I remember seeing it switch at some point.
Yeah, I think they switched past the post office to the south side. But there are poles on that north side too. There's, I think some poles.
So then what does the bicyclist do when he or she gets to the post office? Get off the bike and walk it? I mean, I don't.
Share the road,
just ride it into the post office.
share the road.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's the other piece of this that we learned at the DOT meeting is that the county will come up. All they need is a phone call from the town supervisor and they will come up and they will erect, share the road with signs all over town, wherever we want them, with pictures of bicycles on.
So they would have that, they would paint that
Yeah,
thing
now,
on the road that says.
and I have a picture of what it looks like in the city.
It's like an emblem.
I
It's like
was in the city this last weekend.
Yeah,
and
they
I
usually
saw
have.
a lot of bike related stuff.
There's two quick questions.
Sure.
So from like a parental perspective, is there any kind of divider? Is there like a guardrail or anything dividing the bike lanes or the bike shoulders from the main drive or from the main road?
There could be,
There could be.
but I believe what
They won't do it.
the state
I thought
wants
that
the
I thought that
shoulder.
required extra footage to
Yeah.
have divide.
Yeah.
The state wants the shoulder to be a shared with
Yeah.
the bikes. So I would guess probably not.
No,
No.
because you have the shoulder for a car that swerves or
Right.
something to
Because
go
my-
on.
My other question, so the concern that I'm hearing from parents is having the kids, or the feasibility for kids to use the bike lanes. They don't want kids next to cars.
I would,
So
say-
I don't know if kids can use the walking thing, if there's a speed limit, or if there's a provision in there for kids to be able to use the.
I think if kids under a certain age could certainly share a sidewalk, they do it now, all over town.
Yeah,
I mean, people don't send their kids out into the street.
no,
But
They're on the
Shania
side.
even said she wouldn't send her kid.
Yeah,
anywhere.
absolutely.
walking here.
yeah, I know we're gonna
The
do like, I
road,
mean, Lori and I.
because
are
they're
do
gonna
a
be on
walk
the other side of
there,
the
so
pole.
we'll have to get it too,
Yeah.
but-
Right.
So
Yeah, in
that,
terms of,
that
like,
takes
if there's
care of that.
Poles that they could slam into.
I don't
in
see a
terms of like what the.
So anyway,
You could send a 3-year-old out. by
You know, when
they
the
don't
kids
do
and
it
they have
now.
cars,
They don't send
That's the.
kids
Yeah.
out
Park the
into the
cars.
streets
Right.
now.
Right,
No,
In New
They
Paltz, they
don't
have
do
nothing.
that.
right.
So there's no reason for them to do that.
I mean, that would have to be your
So
decision.
that's my, that's my. so-
okay, so you'll remember to please submit that DOT thing.
Yeah.
Put in a minute.
Here's a picture of
Is
what,
that in the city or where is
this
that?
is in the
Yeah,
city,
yeah,
that's
I've
a
seen
5-foot
that,
wide.
Yeah.
Bike path.
Oh,
that
the
it-
rumble strips on the side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they put rumble strip, that's a way to do it too.
Yeah.
yeah, but still more footage though, because each of those is probably 12 to 18 inches, right?
This is 5 feet,
Yeah, but the rumble strips themselves,
yeah,
so.
but it's on the roadside. It wouldn't be on the
Right,
other
right.
side.
Correct.
That's sort of.
Now,
Yeah.
with a shared path, you see, with a shared path, the state wants their 4-foot shoulder.
Right,
Then they want a buffer
right.
or a guardrail. Then they want 10 feet.
Yep.
And then they want another 3 feet beyond that,
Oh.
cleared of trees.
Right.
So, now we'll see what, now they've got rumble strips on both sides. but
Yeah.
The rumble strips are only about a foot.
Yeah.
foot wide. I didn't
And also
notice.
lowering the speed limit has to do with this too. I mean, they certainly can't do this stuff and leave it at 40
No.
miles an hour. There's no way.
45.
45, yeah, so we need to lower it.
Those trucks are coming in at 60. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Lower its speed.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, we definitely need that shoulder for trucks and stuff. There are a lot of wide.
There's another piece of this too involving bicycles, which is interesting. And that is that if the bikes are in a bike lane, okay, a shared bike lane with the pedestrian, and they come to an intersection where there's a crosswalk,
Yeah.
by law, they are required to dismount.
Oh.
And
I thought we were
whereas
gonna stop.
if they're in the travel lane on their bikes, they are not required to dismount. They actually have the right of way if they're not in the crosswalk. Pedestrians have the right of way in the crosswalk. Bicyclists do not. They have to become pedestrians. So they would have to dismount 6 times between Bearsville and the post office.
Wow.
If there's a crosswalk at each one of those. Dixon Avenue, Overlook, there's a bunch of other smaller streets that go, Lark Street, Forest Wood is there. So, and then, you know, so what we heard at the meeting on the Tuesday night DOT Fleet Streets meeting was that we were told that most bicyclists will not be using the shared path. So they'll be using the travel lanes because they don't want to have to stop and dismount 6 times, you know, and I get it. And no electric bikes. would be
Yeah,
allowed on
no
that.
e-bikes are, yeah, right, they have to use the road, right?
So if we have a shared, if we have a shoulder
Mhm.
that's shared, that is a bike lane and a breakdown lane, right?
Mhm.
Those e-bikes can use that.
Yeah.
And they don't have to stop at
I
intersections.
haven't seen too many of them here. I
That
have
sounds like
seen
a
them.
great plan.
And no trees.
Yeah.
get cut
Yeah.
down. So,
Yeah.
and I think we could plant a bunch of new trees on that north side. Low growing, and that was the idea of Brent down in Kingston, the
Oh.
fellow in Kingston.
Yeah.
I went and met with him. He's the urban forester for the city of Kingston, and I was discussing the situation with him. And
But you will take 5 feet, but you will take 5 feet away from the front yard of all the people on the north.
it would be, if there's gonna be a walkway, it would be 5 feet instead of 10. That would be, I guess that's the compromise, that's the grand.
Except you don't know how far away from the pole you will be, because it may be the same size, because you have to move away from the pole. The pole cannot, the walkway will be away from the pole.
I don't know the
Also,
answer to
I
that.
don't really think the poles are all the same distance from the road. They vary.
And the closest, I measured them when I walked back, and the closest pole to the road was 8 feet back off the road.
Yeah,
That's the
And so that was the closest to the road, was 8 feet. And the rest of them are farther, they're like 10 feet.
Oh, interesting.
so it's taking the whole, it's basically, in my case, it takes the entire front, but it will take more than the entire front. Because you will have to move away.
Lives,
No, I know.
I'm not sure yet.
That's what I mean. If most of them are back farther, then how could the sidewalk, the pedestrian part go in back of the poles? Because then we're talking about,
No, it wouldn't.
really far away from the shoulder.
It would have to be studied. And that's what these people are for. What I think my solution does is it eliminates 15 feet of taking.
Yeah, I think it's great.
And they're gonna do something, and I'm not sure. I hear what you're saying, Doc. I understand it's, you know, you live there, and I get it. Maybe
Just
we don't do anything. I would vote for that too.
Oh, me too.
No, but they have all this, they have all the, open land behind the trees that can be done.
Okay,
On the south, no, behind, you wouldn't have to deal anything with the water, you wouldn't have to deal then with anything.
well, there are large wooded areas, there are large wooded areas that would have to be traversed. We protect the trees 20 feet from the road.
Yeah,
On the other side of that 20 feet is private property. We have literally no jurisdiction over it.
mm. Mhm. Okay, well, whatever.
I hear what you're saying, but
There are about, what about 7 or 8 people, families live there at that area.
yep, and that's
Yeah.
that's actually an interesting piece of this is that more people live on the north side than on the south side.
Yeah,
That in theory, a walking path would actually be beneficial to the more people who live on the north side
mhm.
without having to cross 212, without a crosswalk to catch the path, because there are only going to be a couple of access points. I think there'll be a cross at Schoonmaker. And I think that's all they had planned.
That's all the one,
They
that's all
had
the
planned.
one.
So everybody who lives on that north side, if they want to use a shared path on the south side on their bikes.
They have to go
out
yeah,
into the tr- And somehow they got to make their way down to Schoonmaker on the north side where there's nothing
yeah,
structure with their bikes. You see what I'm saying? Against
yeah,
traffic.
I have said nothing, I
It wasn't
understand.
my idea to put anything out there, Akfa, believe me.
No, there's nothing, but I tell you, if they will have to deal with the water too, it's not just the trees cutting.
Water,
It's
yes,
the
as you know.
entire water system that has to be dealt with, it's not so simple either.
Yep.
They
So,
can't just say we cover they can't just cover the water system, the stream. They have to really deal with that.
They would have to build like
Yeah.
a bridge for it to go
It's a
across.
big deal. It's not a simple story. That's it. They
Right.
don't know what.
good, understood. They don't have a water problem on the north side.
No,
Find a water problem. So,
yeah, it's not. The water problem is on the north.
and where the water on the north side is actually coming in under one of the bridges.
Yeah, no. Then there is no problem in the north. No
Yeah.
problem in the north.
Okay, that was my report.
That's what it is.
Oh,
I
good,
did send your week schedule.
Okay, good.
thank you.
I'll post it to Facebook.
We're gonna do the tree law?
What? Oh, yeah.
Finally, yes.
yeah, the tree law, okay, so,
I mean, that's pretty important if we're gonna protect all of them.
So what we need to do is go to, I guess, the next town board meeting and
Well, can we
ask
ask,
for an answer. I don't
Well,
know.
can we
What
have
do you do?
can we have it put on the agenda? Cause so before you guys became the new town board,
Mhm.
the tree committee submitted an amendment to our tree law.
Right.
Which actually covers trees that are smaller.
Right.
And we had that all out, we gave it to Bill, we didn't know anything about this project, so we didn't make this we didn't do this because of this project, we did it because we wanted to protect smaller trees.
Right.
And it never got passed, it never got,
Also,
It never got put on the agenda.
No.
Also, the DEC turned us down 5 tries in a row for grant money.
oh yeah, we can't get it.
And we finally asked DEC for a meeting and they told us right to our faces, they said, the town of Woodstock's tree law sucks. It's the worst tree law going.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna give us 1 penny until we can show them that we protect the trees that they're paying for that we are planting here. So reducing it to 3 inches in diameter was our effort to make us eligible for grant money.
And there are other things in the amended tree law.
Yes.
That Ed wrote was
Yeah.
gay.
there were some other,
yeah.
other bits.
Yeah. And it's, yeah,
I
Yeah.
did have a question. Everything you just said. You know, about the shoulder of 4 feet on both sides and 5 foot wide pedestrian path on the north side,
North side.
all of that. Now, has that been presented to? Who?
That's gonna be presented on Wednesday. At a
So-
meeting
Oh, is
that
it
I've been
Wednesday?
asked to attend.
This Wednesday?
Yes, with, it's gonna be with the engineers. Someone from DOT is gonna be there.
Engineers from who?
That
Verity.
complete streets. and
Yeah.
fire.
Complete streets.
Verity Engineering.
Yeah, Zelting's.
Okay.
What's her name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay Zelting. Now, I had a long conversation with Lindsay on the phone. She called me after the meeting, at the DOT meeting at the community center. And, we went through a lot of this stuff and, you know, so she's familiar, but I've done more research and I've got more stuff to back up what I'm proposing.
And is the environmental commission coming to this meeting too? Are you guys gonna have?
We have a meeting on Wednesday.
They haven't been invited to,
Our
a new listing.
Yeah.
bi-monthly meeting.
Right, but I'm
this
talking
Wednesday.
about this meeting that you guys should
They
be
were
part
not
of.
invited,
They weren't invited.
no.
Well, I thought we wanted all the committees to work. on
Well,
this
I think the
project.
plan is to
With
meet
three
with
committees.
smaller groups
I see.
initially.
Hmm.
And since we're the most vocal about
Right,
saving
well,
the
yeah,
trees,
because
they wanna
the trees
meet
are-
with us first.
Okay.
So that's how I'm looking at it. So,
Okay.
have you guys had any discussions about any of this?
In terms of like internally in the town
On,
board?
or on the board, about
Uh,
any of this?
not really. I mean, I think I'm personally waiting for seeing like mock-ups and seeing actual ideas and feasibility studies and, you know, hearing actually the process of pulling the trees and seeing what trees you counted, what trees you didn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're just kind of like waiting with bated breath for feasible plans that make sense for everybody, because like honestly, it's like, I wanna see safety corridors, I want my kid to be able to get to Bearsville, I wanna be able to walk to Bearsville safely, and
Sure.
like, I grew up in the city, I can walk 2 miles like that.
Yeah.
And I know that, you know, it's a healthy habit, if there's more walkability in town, it's better for everybody, but I do have a problem with that many trees being taken out, so I think we're just kind of, it's still in such a pliable state.
Yeah.
That there's really no point in talking about it until everyone weighs in.
Just so you know, I did not count the trees under 8 inches in diameter.
Okay, these are all the 8 inches, yeah,
Yeah, these are the ones that are currently protected by town tree law, which by the way, the town board would have to decide whether they get cut or not. It's actually your
yeah,
vote.
no, 100%.
If you add in everything under 8 inches and above 3 inches, that creates a much bigger number, which I don't have.
Well,
So,
that kind of goes into my next question, so in terms of. In terms of updating the tree law and setting the standard to be 3 inches in diameter, how does that affect? I mean, is that just gonna create a roadblock to any projects in the future
No,
anywhere?
the
Like,
trees can be cut down.
Right.
It just means that the town board oversees.
oversees it,
Yeah, and the state will not give us money to plant new trees.
If they get cut.
If
they're
they
gonna get cut
believe
down.
that they're gonna just.
they're not
they're
gonna
gonna cut them. So, it's you know, there's a huge effort going on to build up the urban forest.
Right.
The urban because of climate change primarily. Also for aesthetic reasons and environmental reasons. So, we're a little bit behind other communities because, you know, we're not getting the help that they're giving, that the state's giving a lot of, I mean,
Yeah.
all those trees planted in Kingston, they didn't pay for them, they were all paid for.
it's a much more urban.
Well, yes, but we,
Oh, no, it's not that.
go ahead,
It's,
Ak.
it's because we don't have any good, we have no support from from our village. We have no support. We don't have,
Hoping that we're gonna have
Right.
more support now.
Right. And as the older trees are dying, the big ones are coming down, and we're gonna lose a number of trees for the bridges that are gonna be
Absolutely.
replaced, okay?
yeah,
You know, and we've planted, this committee has planted 25 or 26 trees in town on the streets.
Like we're actually
Out
got
of your
the hog.
pockets
We've
too.
actually,
without grant
well,
money.
we've got memorial, we've sought money for memorial plantings, that's the, you know, that's all we've had, and some of us have. I put money out of my own pocket last year for
Yeah.
trees, you know, so,
And you're gonna do it again this year.
and I'm gonna do it again this year, so, all I'm saying is that, you know, we have a great opportunity with this DOT thing. Yes, we're gonna lose trees, but we have a great opportunity to create places within new sidewalks to plant new trees.
Yeah,
Those are called tree pits.
Yep.
And then beyond that, you see, I was taken completely by surprise, the complete streets plans. I didn't, you know, I knew DOT was gonna take trees.
yeah.
I did not know that Complete Streets was gonna come along
Mm.
and take another couple hundred, which
Yeah.
basically that, you know, that law was created in the 1950s to protect the trees in the corridors,
Yeah.
375 and, you know, and that was for a reason,
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
you know, people wanted to keep them there,
Right.
and it's in our job to kind of.
Well, also, there used to be way more trees. If you look at old pictures of Woodstock, it looks like this beautiful southern town with the trees, you know, arcing over the street.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous,
The poles.
gorgeous.
Well, yeah, and then the tree trimming with Central Hudson and everything.
Yeah.
else,
Right.
You know, that's a
So,
huge
well,
thing.
that happens in every town.
So we were trying to sort of move to recreate a shade of
Yeah.
arcade, you know.
Yeah, it's like rewilding, basically,
Yeah.
trying to rewild it a
Well,
little bit. And
There's that, you should also be aware that Central Hudson is the only utility in the state of New York that has not joined the Arbor Days program for utilities.
Right. Yep,
Which
I'm
is
aware of
best
that one.
practices for tree trimming.
Yep.
And they're the only ones who have not joined.
Yeah, because they just
So-
hire the cheapest, you know,
Oh, yeah.
freelance
I mean,
butchers.
Yeah.
I watch them do it on my blog
Yeah.
every year, basically, where it's just like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
You can get them not to do it on your property. I succeeded in that. The
Yeah.
guy knows me.
And I think the town,
He
unfortunately, I do not have property, but I rent property, but,
the town
But
could be
yeah.
more proactive and work with Central Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that there is a way to coerce them into doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it has to start with our town government, the Tree Committee.
Mhm.
and the other thing I just want to mention is the south side of the street there. A lot of it is in a floodplain. Those trees are holding the water
Absolutely,
back from flooding over the road and just generally holding it.
yeah, totally.
I mean, not to mention the loss of habitat for a zillion birds, animals, and insects that this was gonna cause.
Absolutely. Quick question, is there any differentiation between like native species or things that are like nutrient suckers from the soil or anything like that, or are we just
We're
across the
focused
board,
on,
anything?
we're focused on native species.
Okay.
Everything we plant is native.
I would assume that,
Yeah.
but in terms of like, even from like a Central Hudson perspective, like, is there any way to like, you know, I don't know what, in terms of like what the Arbor Day. Kind of guidelines are for like trees that are like, yes, you should, if you can take down this tree and if it's in the way, take it down, or if there's just
Well,
like.
if it poses a danger.
Yeah.
You know, and we've always had that position. If a tree legitimately poses a danger, what our position on the committee has been, we want to hear from a certified arborist telling us it's a danger, not just because somebody thinks it's a danger or a branch drops,
Right,
because trees drop branches. What we would.
sick trees drop branches.
Well,
actually, too.
Trees need,
Not necessarily.
trees need maintenance.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
part of our goal is to educate the owners of these trees
Yeah.
along the streets that they have to spend a couple bucks to maintain them once in a while.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, in the town too, in terms of town.
And the town too.
That's been a huge conversation between, you know, up here with CSAC and then also.
Yeah.
Along the roads and all that, in terms of
Yeah.
like, if you maintain these trees, these old trees, you know.
Yeah.
Looking at some of the old
We're,
vehicles and
we're
stuff.
recommending that the town consider sending an employee maybe from the highway department or from maintenance,
Like an arborist.
to go become an arborist.
Yeah.
And get their certification. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And then we have somebody working for the town on the payroll who can actually advise the town. And we've been getting free advice from various arborists. They really, they're very, very generous with their time, so.
Right, and again, it's another thing about working together, never used to happen.
Right,
The town would take down trees without even asking.
right.
What was going on,
Right.
letting us know, they just do
And I
it.
have
and then
arborist
it's
friends that would be
"Yeah,
like.
All we
don't do
want,
that. What?
Right.
all we want is an arborist to be brought in.
Right. Yeah, I've been saying that forever too, and then also going into like, fire prevention and, looking at wildfire
That's
stuff too.
another,
Yeah.
that's a much
That's a
bigger
whole nother-
issue.
Huge issue.
Can we
That's
clean up the
not-
forest?
It's not on our, it's not on our.
No, I
plate.
know, it's combined, it's like a Woodstock Land Conservancy and CSAC,
Well,
and kind of everybody.
I spoke to the state tree people about it. They were in town for a big project and I got to talk to them about it. And they're aware of it. This is the most forested area in
Yeah.
the United States, I believe. I think that's what you told me.
In terms of like forest quality, it's
In
it's
terms
on the
of-
upper, like, it's like the 98th percentile.
Yeah, it's way up there,
Yeah.
but the state's advice was, cause we have a big white pine blight.
Mhm.
Their advice was, take the trees, take them down while they still have a valve. Cut them down.
I've seen that over by the reservoir, but
It's all-
I have not seen it on my property,
Yeah,
so.
it was up
It
here,
was on my
it
property.
was also
in,
up here too, right?
Xena, we
Up
had
here?
75 pine trees here. 20,000.
Wow.
They're
I
all
did have a
dead.
tree die, but I
Red
think it
rot.
was because of the drought. I lost one.
Now, if you look out here, it happens very quickly. The needles turn brown.
Yep.
And then that's the end of the tree.
Wasn't there a tree
With
in the
them.
back here that died?
Yeah.
The back
One
there?
behind the supervisors
Supervisor,
died. All the pines in the little island have died off. They all had to be cut down last year. This whole stand is gonna go. Okay, those fine. Now,
Really?
they only, their life cycle is not that long. They're near the end of their life cycle, these white pines, believe it or not. Richard Hefner remembers when there were no pine trees there at all. But
Why would they be toward the end of their life cycle?
150 years is it?
I have one that's yay big in front of my house.
Well,
That
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
diameter.
I cut one down on my property that was yay big and the whole center of the tree was like a carpenter ant metropolis.
Yeah.
And it was completely hollow.
Yeah.
And
It's gonna happen.
it was gonna come down. I had another one, not on my property, but right just over my property line that was not cut down. That came down in a storm. This one was, but it was huge. It's, massive.
I have one of those 20 feet from my house. I just know them other things.
I know. Well, I mean, some people don't, but insurance companies are
Mm.
threatening people now. They're
Yeah.
saying, cut the trees, we're canceling you,
Yeah. Yeah, if you have a dead standing tree and you don't cut it.
Oh, you
down,
gotta take it.
gotta take it
Oh,
down.
Gotta take
Yeah,
it.
so the tree that I was talking about, the white pine that died. Vern Riss took a look at it and said, just leave it, the branches will rain down, it will collapse.
Yeah.
And he attributed it dying to the drought.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
But it
had a
was- it
drought
was-
years, 2 or 3 years in a row.
It was one tree. Okay. I did have one question about that, I guess it's the tree law.
Yeah.
The 3 inches.
Yeah.
To 8-inch
We're
diameter.
proposing.
Is that a change in
Three.
the tree law?
From 8 to 3.
It's currently 8 inches or up. They are protected,
Right,
and what we want to do is reduce it.
3, and
to 3.
what's the how and when do you do that?
It has to be passed by the town board.
Town board.
Yeah, they have to make I think they have to make was it December or November?
There
when
was a
we-
public hearing.
Yeah, are they right? We did have a
I
public
do
hearing.
have thought
It's all
the
on the-
board passed the law, but it hasn't.
No, it
passed.
didn't get passed,
Not
because Bill
supposed to.
didn't, yeah.
So we need to come back.
So that's what.
I mean, it didn't get voted down, it just never got.
No, it
Never
didn't get,
went to vote.
didn't go to vote. It didn't,
If it was in
complete
December, it probably
the
got tabled,
process.
just no one was getting along.
everything. It might have been November or December. I know it was towards the end. We tried to get
I
it in
spoke
there
at the
before.
public hearing.
Yeah, no, I remember. It's all on video. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's on the,
Case, so,
you know.
all right.
Are you our liaison?
And not officially yet,
Yeah, okay. I
that
just
would
wanted to-
make 3.
I know, I was like, oh my.
I know. You give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming.
Reeled it in.
Okay,
perfect.
motion to adjourn,
Any other business?
yeah, any other business?
No.
Holly says, let's go.
Okay, so motion to adjourn, motion.
Okay.
to-
Thank you.
My pleasure, it was very educational.
Thank you.
I'm supposed to write the time too.
Yeah, really appreciate it, more than you realize.
Our next meeting is supposed to say it on
Been
the,
meeting on the second Mondays
so what's the next meeting?
at 7.
Right,
So,
we have to say what the next meeting is. It has to be in the
and
minutes.
we'll be in touch.
It's gonna be second on Monday, it's the 11th.
We'll be in touch
Okay.
about Arbor Day.
Yep, May 11th.
May 11th.
Thank you, guys.
So we see you on Monday, see you on Sunday, right? We are,
Are you?
we see you on Sunday? This Sunday.
Okay.
Yes, I know it does.
Okay,
Okay.
We're on the 19th.
but other, the
Thanks,
tree
everybody.
walk is
Bye,
on the, I think, by now.
See you all on Sunday? Sunday's the meeting, Sunday's the
Oh,
Yeah,
celebration.
By
Sunday.
now. Tree rubbing,